Hi, I'm Malika Andrews in for Mike Greenberg. He will be back in Miami. Feel better, Mike, and we will see you soon.
Feel better.
But gentlemen, this is where we should start. Ahead of this Game 4, let's get to our opening tip ahead of the Celtics and the Heat. So after leading by as many as 26 points in Game 3, the Heat, they held on to win despite no Jimmy Butler in the second half. He was dealing with knee inflammation. So Boston, they cut the deficit to a single point with under 3 minutes to go. But Miami, they went on a 7-0 run immediately after and took a 2-1 series lead. So I want to start by bringing in senior NBA insider Adrian Wojnarowski. Woj, what can you tell us about the status of the Celtics stars heading into this game?
Yeah, Malika, no Marcus Smart for the Boston Celtics tonight, the league's defensive player of the year. Still got some significant swelling on that right ankle that he turned on Saturday night in Game 3. You know, he's undergone treatment nearly around the clock since Game 3, but he's unable to go tonight. Derek White will start in his place, but some good news for Boston. Robert Williams, their center, is back in the lineup. You saw the damage Bam Adebayo did to the Celtics in Game 3, and you know, that left knee of Robert Williams, I think it's going to continue to be an issue for him throughout the playoffs, but his swelling subsided. He's had a couple good days. He's back in the lineup now for the Celtics as they try to even this series up with Miami tonight.
Well, certainly without Marcus Smart, the presence of the Time Lord, it becomes all the more important. Woj, thank you so much. Bringing it back here to the desk with our crew. Starting with you, Stephen A., what do the Celtics need to do here to even up this series with the Miami Heat?
Well, the stars got to show up and play like stars. That's the first thing. Jason Tatum can't turn the ball over 6 times. Jaylen Brown can't turn the ball over 7 times. Jason Tatum can't shoot 3 of 10 from the field. Can't have more turnovers than field goals made. That's unacceptable. That's number one. Number two, recognize the contribution that Al Horford has made. The man had 20 points and 14 rebounds in Game 3. We got to pay attention to that. And obviously, you do that, you hit perimeter shots, cut down on the turnovers, and you should be fine.
I'll make some different points. Great points by you, Stephen A. How about get off to a really good start? They were down 26 points so fast in the first half, and you got it. Robert Williams does return. Hopefully that slows Bam down if you're the Boston Celtics. But Jason Tatum has to be your guy. But don't underestimate their backcourt has to play well offensively in particular. Without Marcus Smart now, you're going to have White, you're going to have Pritchard. They're going to be getting extended minutes. And on the other side for Pritchard, he's going to be getting hunted on defense. So he's going to have to be ready to get into a stance as well.
The Marcus Smart absence is really troubling. I mean, I think that he has really emerged as the heart and soul of this team. Obviously, Tatum and Brown are the stars. But look at what happened in Game 2. Who was the guy who really was out there setting tone at both ends of the floor? It was Marcus Smart. Look at the building, how it came alive when he came back for his, people will say Paul Pierce moment, I'll say Larry Bird moment. When he comes back out, and the level of energy in this building changed completely, and he hit that 3. Marcus Smart making up for his absence is going to be very difficult. But I'm going to agree with Jaylen on this part. They better wake up to start this game. They better be alive. They let Miami turn this into a football game from the opening kickoff in Game 3. That cannot happen if the Celtics are going to win Game 4.
Well, I'm going to forgive you both for forgetting about a key point here. You're absolutely right about what happened in Game 3. Last time I checked, Boston didn't lose 1 game in this series. They lost 2. Well, how did they lose Game 1? They got off to a fast start in Game 1. What happened was they had a 10-point lead at the half. And what does Miami do? They come out and blitz them on a 22-2 run to start the second half, finish the third quarter, outscore them 39-14. So there's a couple of different ways that Boston has lost this series. When they haven't lost is when Jason Tatum showed up and played lights out. And that's what they needed to do tonight.
And he cultures that physicality you talked about them playing as a football game, right? That means the Celtics got to stop crying to the refs.
Yeah.
In particular, Jason Tatum, he did a lot of looking at the refs. He did a lot of complaining. You got to play through the physicality of the Miami Heat. Victor Oladipo a couple of times literally deboed and took the ball from Jaylen Brown, took the ball from Jason. He had 8 deflections and 4 steals. Must protect the basketball.
I just said the only thing, I'm not disagreeing with that, Jaylen and Wilbon. I'm just saying, in today's NBA, we got guys crying more than soap opera stars. So I don't know how you just make that proclamation. And I wouldn't know about the soap opera stars. So I'm just saying that when you consider that, it's like it's a lot to ask them to suddenly stop doing what has become an addiction, and that's crying to the refs for calls.
Well, but let's not pretend that this was something that the Celtics just handed the Miami Heat.
Right.
The Miami
At
Heat,
all.
they came out and they took this win. They took that win. They have taken wins in this series.
In particular, you taking a win when you get 19 steals. You know how hard it is to recover from 19 live ball steals and because you're getting out in transition, open for 3-on-2s, 2-on-1s, open threes. So the Miami Heat got a chance to get their offense going because their half-court offense struggled in the first couple of games.
19 steals, by the way, that is a postseason franchise record.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.